There's this idea that the value of land is purely in its monetary value. When we set out to save this place, we knew something different. Kerry and I moved here in 2014 as renters. We decided to put in a big garden. It became so exciting for the community to have a little farm in their neighborhood. It just sort of organically grew into this whole community initiative. We're a working farm and we have a little on-site farmers market, regular volunteer days, bird classes. Our farm operation actually feeds 150 plus families.
This land really brings people together. Every day there's school children walking on this land.
It was destined to become developed into more housing units. We decided that we just had to save this place. We came together as a community and raised the money necessary to purchase the property.
A friend of ours mentioned that MALT might be a good partner. I felt like we didn't know that much about conservation easements, but we knew we wanted to conserve this land. So Mountain Area Land Trust was amazing in guiding us through that process as novices.
There was this just absolute devotion in that moment to our project. That was really important to us.
This will be conserved well into the future, even 200 years from now. So I'm really proud of that.
We would encourage anyone who's thinking about conserving land to reach out to Mountain Area Land Trust because they're just wonderful partners in the whole process. We can actually save something we love and permanently protect it so that it goes on beyond our own lifetime, I think is really important.
We all live here because we love the land, we love the opportunities that we have with the land. Mountain Area Land Trust plays a critical role in protecting the places that I love. Mountain Area Land Trust works in 6 counties in the Front Range of Colorado that cover an area the size of Connecticut. Over our history, we've worked on 97 conservation easements and conserved more than 27,000 acres of land. Whether it's protecting the scenic vistas or whether it's providing outdoor recreation opportunities or protecting clean water, the Mountain Area Land Trust is an enormous part of lifestyle in this part of Colorado.
This property was really special to my husband Bob because he'd come up here all his life since he was a kid. He loved it. We're right outside Staunton State Park on this beautiful property. So it is the last buffer of free area between the subdivision and the park.
It's been something that I had been thinking about I want to preserve for generations as we're seeing the houses popping up everywhere around here when it just used to be this beautiful land that we could all run and play on. I don't think we would have gone through with the conservation easement if it hadn't been for Mountain Area Land Trust, just because they were the ones that instilled the idea that it is something that we can do.
Several years ago, I became aware that they were working in this area to prevent development and conserve property and preserve open space. So I just started donating. I didn't know if our property was large enough to protect, and they assured me that it was. I really loved getting to know the staff, and they held my hand and helped me every step of the way. I really enjoyed working with Mountain Area Land Trust because they have such a personal touch. I really love the fact that this property will be preserved in perpetuity and not developed so that future generations will be able to enjoy the open space, untouched nature, the animals, the views.
All sorts of animals, and just knowing that we're saving a home for them as well is really important to me. And then for all those kids growing up in future generations having a place to play.
In the area where I live, 42 landowners came together to protect over 7,000 acres of land. This establishes a wildlife corridor that really benefits all of us. I know for myself, being able to see elk or moose or deer, mountain lions, bear crossing the landscape is due to those kinds of protections that the Mountain Area Land Trust works so hard to create. I think the work of the organization benefits all of us here in this room and benefits generations of Coloradans to come.